Hi guys, Mayflom here, and this quick little video, I just want to show you an accessory that's coming and you may find and may be interested in. This is the embossing starter kit, and it comes with basically everything you need to get going embossing with your ScanNCut. It's yet another option, another thing that you could possibly do, and I'm just getting started on this. I'm just having a lot of fun with this, and you can see here on the back what it includes. It's got the mat for embossing, and let me show you everything here. Okay, so it comes with, these are metal sheets that you can emboss on, and I'm going to emboss on this one here in this video to show you how that works. There's also a silver one, and then it also has, if we were doing region embossing, which I will work on in a different video because I've kind of been playing around with different approaches on that. It has the materials that you would need for that as well. So it has enough to get you, get you going, get you started. What I really like, and this is important for region embossing, that's a sheet. What I really like is that it has detailed instructions. So if you're wondering how to do the region or the line embossing, what I love about this is it's got a totally detailed guide here to back you up. So you don't even have to remember, you don't have to watch this video again or any other video. You're all set. Okay, so it's got all of that, but it's got the activation card for your canvas to get your patterns that'll be on canvas. It's also got the holder and both the 1.5 and 3 millimeter embossing tools. So much fun, you guys. And it also comes with, it does not come with the mat that you see here. What it comes with is the mat that I have here that I have covered up because you will want to store it that way. So here's what I did. I took my mat and I put our embossing mat onto it. I'm just gently, after I pressed it on, you can see there's a clear plastic covering. Peel that off and we're ready to work. We really are. And I've got my metal sheet here, so I'll go ahead and place that on the mat. Guess what? We're ready to get started. All we're going to need with our tools here, and I'm going to use the smaller tool. So this is a lot like the universal pen holder. It's not exactly the same, but it's similar. So you pop that off, and then you'll be able to pop your tool in, and you can see in there it's got like little grooves, so you get it in there just so. Pop the top back on and put it so that it's tight. We are ready to rock, guys. So I've got my mat loaded. I've got my ScanNCut out. I've got my embossing holder and tool in here. All ready, all set to go. I mean, really, guys, it just does not get much simpler than this. So here's what we do. We go in here, and what pattern do we want? Well, I'm actually going to go into here. And remember that I have the 650 machine, so if I'm showing you a design that you don't have on your machine, that's why, because mine might be a different model. But it all works the same, and this is in the update, the information you need for this. Okay, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to pick a design, and I'm thinking that a rose would be just absolutely beautiful. And there we go. And I'm going to press this so that we can scan in the material and see where it is. And then I'm going to move my rose into position here, and I'm going to do it, right about there. And I'm going to say, okay. Oh, but wait a minute. I don't want to draw and I don't want to cut. This I do every single time, and I'm showing you this just because to remind you there's always that back button. You can always go back. Here, we need to push the little cube here to let it know, hey, I'd like to line emboss this. You just press this button right here. Now, this tool button right here, if you press this, it's going to look at your speed and also your pressure. And if you forget, this is just one of those things, guys, that I'm really pleased with and I really, really am happy with here. And so we need to find our line embossing. Guess what? They've got a nice little guide here, and it says for the tool, they want you at 0 pressure. Okay? If you've got thin paper, you want to go negative. If you've got thick paper, you want to put more pressure. Well, what I've got here is the metal, and it says 0, so I'm at 0, but I could adjust this if needed. Since I don't need to do that, since I'm right at the correct settings, I'm just going to say okay and start. Now, once you are done, you are going to peel this off and look at how beautiful that is. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful on both sides. So depending on if you want the lines to be raised or not, if you want the raised lines, you're doing the ones that you don't, then you do the other side. And you'll want to, of course, cover this back up with the protective sheet. But look how beautiful that is. Now on the metal, if you were embossing paper, you'd be fine to then put it in the ScanNCut and cut out however you'd like. However, warnings all over the place not to cut this metal. This metal is not for cutting. It's only for embossing with the machine. So if you want to cut this metal out, you're going to need to do it by, well, the good old-fashioned way. Get out a pair of scissors and cut it out. But isn't that just so beautiful? I can see so many potential applications for this. I'm thinking of coloring this, maybe mounting it on a card. It's just so, so pretty. So, and yes, you can use this other area. You can put this sheet back in. What I would recommend doing on something like this is I'm going to cut straight across. I don't know if I want it to be straight across, but I'm going to cut straight across at an amount that I am sure will be fine. I'm going to cut this out so that this remains that I can emboss later. And then all I'll need to do is to just peel this apart to get the metal separated from the plastic protective covering. And yes, it is a little easier if you have the tab part, but it's not impossible at all. Especially right here at the edge, you'll get a good spot and be able to peel that off and use this on your next crafting project. I hope that you have enjoyed this video and this first look here at the new embossing kit that is available. If you have any questions, requests, suggestions, ideas, I don't know, whatever you might like to chat with me about, please feel free to leave a comment. I will see you next time.